Are you there? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello, Saltines. Salty Psychic here. Hi, everyone. Come on in. I hope you had a great turkey day. I don't eat meat, so it's usually the sides that I love, the breads, the sweet potatoes, the pie, all that kind of carby stuff that loves to stick to my guts. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving with your friends or family, or maybe you just were home alone, cozy on the couch watching movies. That's fine too. So, welcome. Come on in. My name's Audrey. This is my YouTube channel. I'm a psychic, and we talk a lot about crime here. A lot of it is perspective from the actual murdered person. I know it sounds nuts. It seems nuts. I don't disagree with you at all. So, one of the big cases we've talked about here is the Alec Murdaugh case, where I have told you Alec Murdaugh did not physically kill his wife and son. I know we just want to hate the man. We want to hate him for every reason under the sun. But as I've said, message from Maggie is he didn't do it. So go back and watch those videos if you want to hear how that all played out. But after the trial, I need a drink. Oh, crud. We got news of the court clerk, Miss Becky, as they call her, Becky Hill, the court clerk, doing some maybe sketchy, not quite legal things with the jury members. What do you mean? Not legal things with the jury. Well, there's some allegations that Miss Becky was persuading or attempting to persuade the jury to vote Alec guilty. How would she do that? Well, she would have little sidebar conversations here and there with somebody. She allegedly told everyone to make, sorry, my light's going to flicker. She wanted the jury to make a quick decision. No potty breaks, no smoke breaks, no breaks until you all come to a decision. So make it quick, allegedly. Now, as a psychic, I can tune into Becky's energy, and I have to say, yeah, I could see her doing that. I really can, based on the energy that I'm looking at, which is kind of she thinks she's more important than she is. And I don't mean as a human being. I'm talking about her job title. And does her job title allow her to behave in certain ways and be involved and interact with the jury members the way she had, allegedly? So there's an investigation going on with that. Now that's pretty serious because she wrote a book and some of the jurors read the book and they're like, well, that's not what happened. That's not what happened, lady. All 12 jurors have been spoken to, interviewed. They all have different answers. Some say, yes, she absolutely told us no smoking breaks or potty breaks, and now we better come to a decision right now. And don't let that man fool you. He's guilty, etc. So, not really any conclusive findings if you're basing it on the interviews of the jury. Okay. So, here's the next part of this interesting saga. Again, my notes are over here to my right, so I will be referencing over here. I know you're there, but I'm going to be looking down here too. All right. Oh, you guys, this is getting very dramatic. This is, you know, courtroom go rogue, courtroom go wild. Remember those old Girls Gone Wild videos? Oh, she lifted her shirt up or what, whatever. That's the equivalent of what's happening in this case in the courtroom. People are doing things normally you don't do in front of anyone, maybe behind the doors, but certainly not to show the world you're exposing yourself in a courtroom. So, what happened is on Tuesday, I'm recording this Thursday. So, 2 days ago, Becky Hill's son, Jeffrey Colton Hill, had a warrant out for his arrest. He's 34 years old. He had a felony warrant for um, felony wiretapping. Wiretapping. That sounds really 1950s, 1960s. Do we still do that? I mean, don't we all just assume Big Brother's listening to us all the time? I mean, I do. Do we need to tap anybody? Because we're tapped already, in my opinion. So this man works in technology. He's the technology director for the county. So now what does that mean? He's tapping phones. Okay, so he's basically like the IT director, information and technologies. My daughter has had that position before she became an engineer. This is the kind of stuff she did, and Benjamin too. This is the kind of stuff they know a lot about how it works. They say, of course it happens. Everyone's listening to us all the time. All right. So this man was arrested for felony wiretapping. Who was he tapping? Excuse me, sir. Are you tapping me? Why are you tapping me? Megan Utzi. She's a liaison for the court. She was spied on. So this is not good. So this is another person that works in the court system. Why is Jeffrey Why is Jeffrey tapping this woman? This is just speculation, brainstorming, really. Is this something for Miss Becky? Does Miss Becky need information on this Megan Utzi? This is getting really, really serious. For Jeffrey to be arrested, I mean, that just goes to show you how much is being investigated behind the scenes. Now, some of you are going to say, well, that's the Murdaughs for you. That's what they're doing. They're creating events, they're creating situations that never happened in order to get people in trouble and to possibly benefit Alec. The thing is, Alec is never getting out of jail. He's not. Even if the charges were dropped for the 2 murders, he's still never getting out of jail. He's my age. He's 55, 56. He's never getting out of jail. What would this really change? Why would the Murdaughs or Alec kind of do this behind the scenes mafia move where, you may be behind bars, but you're still in control? Like a Jeffrey Epstein kind of move. I don't see psychically, I don't see the Murdaughs creating this issue with Jeffrey Colton Hill. I don't see that as being false. I see that as being true and correct. And also, Miss Becky's phone was taken from her pursuant to a search warrant. What? A search warrant. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. What is on her phone that they're looking for? Where have they gotten information? What information have the officials um, been told about, or they have discovered and now looking for proof of those things on Miss Becky's phone? Maybe some text messages back and forth between her and a jury member or two. conversation Miss Becky had with someone else saying, "Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm really working this jury for a guilty verdict." I'm not saying that that's what's there. I'm talking and I'm waiting for someone to come in and tell me. I'm waiting for spirit to come and tell me something. I don't know if Maggie is nearby or wants to come in and share anything with me. Interesting. This man has a $20,000 bond. SLED is the agency that arrested him. Probably not gonna have a job. If he posts bail, he's not gonna have a job to go back to. Not if I apologize for my lighting. It's freaking out. Okay, there. Okay. It's not a ghost. It's not a ghost, okay? It's not. Um, so this is concerning. This may blow something wide open, and it's like spirit in general showing me, like my spirit guide, just spirit that I'm connected to. They're like, "Look, Audrey, this these cases, it's not just one person that's doing wrong, okay, in this city where Alec Murdaugh's from. It's not just the Murdaughs solely attempting to run the entire state. You got other people involved. You have everyone with their own agenda. So now potentially the Hill family. So, and who knows who else is involved. Will Jeffrey expose a reason that's going to negatively affect his mother, Becky? Is Jeffrey going to expose his mother with any information that might lead to an arrest for her? I'm not getting any confirmation from spirit, but it's still a question I have, so I'm putting it out there. Interesting. So, I am gonna try and stay on top of this situation because this kind of stuff's very, very interesting. So, again, it's not just the Murdaughs acting badly. We have, potentially another family group of people, the Hills, who are, manipulating the situation on their own in a different way, other than Alec Murdaugh trying to do that. So, um, that's where we're at with that one. Interesting, interesting. I'm sure we'll hear more this coming week. And stay close because once I hear it, I'm going to share it with you guys. All right, you guys. Nice to see you. I'll see you soon. Take care. Be safe. All right.